The next problem will be that we'll be discussing is the power problem, and this is the biggest problem on mobile phone. Aside from the one that I said is intractable, because your network problem will be seen as a network problem if the phone is coming up. Every other problem, audio, display, they will be seen as problem if those phones are coming up. If the phone is powered and it's not coming up, so those other problems cannot be seen. So that's why power problem is the most essential part of the phone. If you have a power problem, your first suspect as a technician should be your battery. Because without battery, there's no way the phone can be powered, because it's a mobile phone. And then you move around with your battery in the phone. So what should we do if you have a power problem? Foremost, you get your battery out of the phone, or the customer's battery or the user's battery, as the case may be, out of the phone, and you take measurement. Like I said earlier on, you measure with the direct current section of your multimeter, taking it to because you have 2 volts and you have 20 volts, and you cannot use a lower voltage to measure what is higher than that particular lower voltage range. So in this range, what we normally use is 20 volts. And I said the tolerance level or the range, it ranges from 3.7 to 4.2. But in recent time, in smartphones, in big smartphones, they have raised by a bit from 3.8 to 4.3. Now, I have a bad or a dead phone. If the phone is not powering, it's a dead phone. The first thing I have to do is to take the measurement of the battery. And on this, for instance, I'm having 3.7, somewhat stable, unlike when I did the initial reading. So this battery should be able to power the phone. If after taking the measurement of the battery, you find out that the battery is lower than 3.7, that's what the problem is. You don't need to worry yourself again. Get a similar battery, or use a power supply like I did in the explanation of how in the video explanation of how we can use the power supply to perform some function. So you just connect your terminals on the DC power supply to the mobile phone battery connector and try out if it's going to power the phone. If that does not power the phone, it could be that there is a short in the phone. If there's a short, most times usually some diode blowing out. Sometimes if you take them out, you get solution, and sometimes taking them out may not be the solution. Another way to tackle the power problem is if such a phone is brought and you have checked the battery voltage, and the battery voltage is okay. It could be this other problem. It could be one of two, depending on the design. It could be that the phone has fallen in water, and the power switch could be on the dome sheet. So if there's a corrosion on the power switch, if you press it, it will not power. It will be hard. So it means that there's a problem there. You have to open it and clean up the interface, the keypad interface, to take off whatever corrosion you have on the interface, on the surface, and that will have solved the problem. But there are some that are using switch, that are switch design. So if it is a switch design, most times what I expect you to do as a technician is to foremost, if you have read the battery is okay, insert your charger. If you put your charger through the charging port, if the phone charging port is okay, you will see the phone charging. It means that the switch is faulty. It has shown you where the problem. It means that the phone is not dead, but it's